Hello, I am Priscilla. I am your conversational English coach. I'm excited about being here with you today, Rafa, and I hope that you're prepared to learn a great deal. We have a new lesson today. That new lesson is Charles is going to the supermarket. So, what are your areas of concerns today that you would like for me to try and address at least one of them during this session? Do you have any?
Concerned. I am one of the most favorite actions in classes is to have conversation, um, uh, talking about any topic about the lesson or another item, and or many times with other teachers we only shoot the breeze, are shooting the breeze.
Yeah, I know, shooting the breeze. And shooting the breeze is very good as well. It provides you an opportunity to listen. It provides you an opportunity to listen to non-native English. No, it provides you an opportunity to listen to non-native English speakers, because even when you begin speaking English very well, you will have others who do not speak English very well, as I have to train myself to listen very, very carefully,
Hmm.
non-native English. And I listen to a lot of different people, so I have to listen very carefully to understand what they're saying. So shooting the breeze is not a bad thing. It just depends upon what you're interested in. Um, we're here 24 hours a day. I'm not here 24 hours a day, but I'm here a good many hours of the day. So if you ever decide that shooting the breeze is not exactly what you want, then please book a private one-on-one session with me, and I almost believe that you will see that you will grow exponentially. But if you're not ready to do that right now, please continue to enjoy the sessions that I have prepared for you, and I will continue to conduct the small passages so that you can entertain those thoughts in your head. It allows me the opportunity to engage in conversation with you because it's not too heavy. In those paid classes, in the paid one-to-one classes, of course, it can be more specific, and because it is one-to-one, it would require that I do a lot more research to make sure that I can talk to you about a topic that truly embraces what it is that you're interested in knowing. But thank you for coming. I'm always happy to see you, Rafa. And
Thank you.
let's see who else is here today. I believe we have Rosario. Rosario, could you pronounce your name for me, please?
You just say right,
I
Rosario.
did. Yay.
Yes,
Okay. Let me.
perfectly.
Awesome. Well, I'm very happy to have you here. I don't believe that I've had the pleasure of meeting you before, but I will promise you this, that you will leave away from today's session being infatuated. So put that word in your head, and hopefully
Infatuated.
you'll be able to use it a little later in the session today. All right.
All right.
So where are you from, Rosario?
I'm from Italy. Exactly from Sicily in the south part of Italy.
Awesome. Welcome.
Thank you.
Here's my friend Julio. Hi, Julio. How are you?
Hello, Priscilla. I'm fine. It's early in the morning over here, and I'm gonna go to work in about 2 hours. But I
Okay.
wanted to take this session with you.
Oh, you know what? You know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of, I hope you were in that session when I said you have to go to bed thinking in English, and then you get up out of bed and say, Yay! It is time to get up and do English and speak it and eat it. And when you're sitting at the breakfast table with your mom and your dad, you want to say, Mom, this is a great breakfast. I'm so happy to have it. I'm so happy that you're my mom. And your mother's going to say, Julio, what are you talking about? And you said, don't worry, Mom, I'm just practicing my English. So yay for you. I'm happy for you.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
and
I'm starting my day speaking English. That's great.
fantastic, fantastic. And of course, here's my most endeared friend who has been with me, Vincenzo. How are
Yes,
you?
in the lesson before, yes, yes, I'm also with you because I'm perhaps I'm fall in love with you. I don't know, something like this. Yeah, I'm in love with you, teacher. Hmm. Huh? Do you understand me or not? Do you hear me? I can't hear you, teacher.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, yes, and now I hear you.
Okay,
Yes.
the fact that you're speaking at this moment, it's okay if I don't understand you, because what I need you to do is keep your mouth going and going. But I hope that whatever you're saying it in English, correct?
Yes.
All right, then we are ready to go. Okay. How you?
Perhaps I have some addiction with your lesson, teacher. Yes, because you have something that's I can't explain. Yes.
Okay. Well, that's what you do. That's what you bring this. You bring the best out of me, actually.
What? What? I don't understand clearly.
You bring the best out of me.
Ah, yes, the best.
Yes,
Yes, but I can again define it. Yes,
yes,
exactly.
and remember, I told you that I am marking your progress and charting your progress, because you are my model student. You are the one that I'm going to tell everyone, oh, listen at how he speaks now. He's doing wonderfully well. And so
I'm
I
not
make,
sure. Huh? I'm
well,
not sure.
yes, I'm telling you that you are. So I'm happy to have you. And let's see, we have Roxana. Hi, Roxana. How are you?
Hi, I'm fine, thank you.
Great. And where are you calling in from today? Where are you calling in from today, Roxana?
What I don't understand.
Where are you calling in from today? Where do you live today? Where are you?
From Russia. From Russia.
From Russia. Okay. Well, I'm happy to have you here, and I'm writing down everyone's name. I was so excited to see Vincenzo that I stopped writing. So I'm writing.
I have a terrible dog teacher.
You have to feed the dog. You have to feed the dog.
Yeah, perhaps this is
Okay.
always barking. Yes.
All right. Well, listen. I need to get started, because I don't want Rafa to think that we're just shooting the breeze.
Oh dear.
So
Yeah.
let us go ahead and get started with today's lesson. I'm going to share my screen, and let me know if you can see my screen now.
Yes, we can.
Okay, fantastic. Now, Rafa, Julio, and let's see, who else was it? Roxana. Roxana, I think I've had you in class before, because
Yes, of course. Yes.
because I wanted to spell your name a different way. So the newest student is Rosaria. So Rosaria, you just sit back and listen and enjoy. I'll let you go last, and you'll be amazed at how awesome the students are in this class. What we typically start out doing, or we will do, is actually everyone will read based upon where you see your name, and these are your numbers. So if I don't type your name, you'll know that Rafa, you are number 1. Julio, you are number 2. And Roxana, you're number 3. Okay. Roxana is 3. V-I-N-Z.
Sorry, teacher.
Yes?
There are a lot of background noise. I think we need to mute our mics, because
I think
there are a lot of noise in the background.
that is an excellent suggestion. So I'm not going to mute you. I'm going to ask each of you to mute your microphone. And if you all can remember.
Yes. Excuse me, there is another thing. I think we should have a lens in order to read this article. Yes.
You should have a
lens. A lens. No.
A what? Well,
A lens. Yeah.
Are you using a PC? Are you using a PC? Are you using a PC?
No, a lens in order to see. Yes, because it's very small. It's,
I understand that, but my question is, are you using a PC? Are you using?
Yeah, PC. Yes. What do you think I'm using?
I don't know. You know, the reason why I asked.
Yes.
You are the only one that asked me to enlarge my screen. And when I
think the other they can have the eyes like eagle.
Well, I think you are. I think what it is. It may be your eyes. You're like the only one that asked me to enlarge my screen.
Yeah.
And when I enlarge my screen, then I can't see it.
Oh,
But, okay, but wait. We're shooting the breeze. We need to get on with our lesson. Isn't that right?
Okay. It doesn't matter. I'm going to take a lens, teacher.
Okay. All right. Okay, so we're going to. Oh, Julio, I'm just now seeing your message. Okay, let me get back to the lesson at hand. All right, if you would, can we get Rafa to start reading for us? Rafa, would you please read for us?
Yeah, perfect. Charles is looking. It's necessary to have the mic mute because if not, it's very difficult to read because change the screen.
Can you read now?
Yeah, right now. Charles is looking in his refrigerator. A refrigerator is often called a fridge for short. People put things that need to stay cold in the refrigerator. Things that need to be frozen are put in the freezer. Charles has to go to the supermarket today, so he's making a shopping list. People usually make a list of things to buy before they go to the store. If you make a list, then you won't forget what to buy.
Okay, thank you, Rafa. Rafa, can you tell me, did you understand what you read?
Yes, perfect.
Okay, can you tell me, summarize what you read?
Yeah, it's a research about refrigerators, and the author is telling us the difference between one part and another part of the refrigerator. The refrigerator, when you want to freeze something, is called the freezer, and the other part is fridge.
Okay, nice. That's great. Nice job. Julio, could you read number 2, please?
It has been a week since Charles went to the supermarket. There are only few things in his refrigerator. There is a little milk and a little juice. There are a few eggs and a few apples. There is some cheese and some pasta noodles. There are a lot of onions and tomatoes, but only one green pepper. There isn't any lettuce or garlic. There isn't any butter or bread either.
Okay, great. Nice reading. Can you tell me what you read? Can you summarize what you just read, Julio?
Yes, I read that Charles hasn't gone to the supermarket lately, but he has some vegetables and dairy products in the fridge right now, onions and tomatoes, stuff like that.
Okay, very nice. All right, Roxana, could you read for us, please?
Charles is making dinner. He will start with a salad and then have spaghetti and meatballs with garlic bread for the main course. For dessert, he is making his famous apple pie with vanilla ice cream. His wife is excited because she doesn't have to cook tonight. She is helping him make a list for the supermarket.
Okay, can you summarize? Do you have any questions before I ask you to summarize what you just read?
It was about Charles Charles cooked and what the dishes he cooked.
Do you know what he cooked?
For the night.
What did he cook?
He cooked a salad and spaghetti with meatballs. And for this dessert, he made his famous apple pie.
Okay.
And his wife was very happy about it because she doesn't have to cook tonight.
Okay, very nice. Rosario, no, I'm sorry, Vincenzo. Are you back, Vincenzo?
Yes, yes, teacher.
Okay, could you read for us?
Charles is looking in his refrigerator. A refrigerator is often called the fridge for short. People, for short. We have changed my time. It's often called a fridge for short. People put things that need to stay cold in the refrigerator. Things that need to be frozen are put in the freezers. Charles has to go to the supermarket today, so he's making a shopping list. People usually make a list of things to buy before they go to the store. If you make a list, then you won't forget what to buy.
Okay, good. Can you summarize what you read?
Yes, he says something about the refrigerator. The refrigerator is called a fridge. When you have to frozen something, you have to put them in the freezer. Charles has to go to the supermarket and he's making a shopping list, because when you make a shopping list, you don't forget what you have to buy.
Okay, very nice. And Rosario, it is your turn. You are
Okay. Okay. Yes, been a week since Charles went to the supermarket. There are only a few things in his refrigerator. There is a little milk and a little juice. There are a few eggs and a few apples. There is some cheese and some pasta noodles. There are a lot of onions and tomatoes, but only one green pepper. There isn't any lettuce or garlic. There is any butter or bread either.
okay. Nice. Can you
So
tell me?
pretty much he has to go to do some grocery shopping because he hasn't much left in his fridge. So it's time to go to do some grocery shop.
That is correct. Now, can you pronounce this word for me? There.
There.
There. And eggs
Eggs.
isn't.
Isn't.
Perfect. Okay, very nice job to you also. Now
All right,
we're
thanks.
going to go to a little bit of reading from me. I'm going to read the same thing. I want you to listen to the way that I read. When I get to a period, I'm going to pause for 3 seconds. And I'll count 1, 2, 3. And if I get to a comma, I'll pause for 2 seconds and I'll say 1, 2. All right, so you just can listen. And here's a comma here. I'm going to pause for 2 seconds. And if I say another pause, I'll say it earlier. I'm not sure. All right, listen at how my voice rises and drops based upon what I'm at, where I am. Let's see. Roxana, could you please mute your microphone? Thank you, Roxana. And now I will read. Charles is looking in his refrigerator. 1, 2, 3. A refrigerator is often called a fridge for short. 1, 2, 3. People put things that need to stay cold in the refrigerator. 1, 2, 3. Things that need to be frozen are put in the freezer. 1, 2, 3. Charles has to go to the supermarket today, so he is making a shopping list. 1, 2, 3. People usually make a list of things to buy before they go to the store. 1, 2, 3. If you make a list, then you won't forget what to buy. 1, 2, 3. It has been a week since Charles went to the supermarket. 1, 2, 3. There are only a few things in his refrigerator. 1, 2, 3. There is a little milk and a little juice. 1, 2, 3. There are a few eggs and a few apples. 1, 2, 3. There is some cheese and some pasta noodles. 1, 2, 3. There are a lot of onions and tomatoes, but only one green pepper. 1, 2, 3. There isn't any lettuce or garlic. 1, 2, 3. There isn't any butter or bread either. 1, 2, 3. Charles is making dinner. 1, 2, 3. He will start with a salad and then have spaghetti and meatballs with garlic bread for the main course. 1, 2, 3. For dessert, 1, 2. He's making his famous apple pie with vanilla ice cream. 1, 2, 3. His wife is excited because she doesn't have to cook tonight. 1, 2, 3. She is helping him make a list for the supermarket. 1, 2, 3. Now, when I modulate my voice, it is to make the reading a little more interesting and exciting to the listener. If I'm reading to myself, I just read pretty much, Charles is looking in his refrigerator. A refrigerator is often called a fridge for short. People put things that need to be done, blah, 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 things that need, and I just quickly read just to get the gist of what it is. If it's general reading, if it's something that's very specific or scholarly, it takes me a little bit longer to read it. So, but you'll pick this up, how to read, in your reading classes. But it is important that you understand this small passage before we embark upon the journey of talking. Now, I'm going to come back and visit with you for just a second to see if we understood this article. Now, how many of you understood the article? And if you didn't understand the entire article, I need you to specifically understand your section that you read. Does everybody understand the section that they read? Yes?
I
Yes.
understood. Yeah.
Okay. Everybody understood their section. All right, so I'm going to go and ask you specific questions. The first time, you can actually look at your section and then answer. When I ask you the second time, you will not be able to look at your section. You should be able to remember, and I'm going to tell you what the answer is going to be, and I want you to answer very quick. And then the second time, you'll answer a little longer, and we will finish up with our conversation. I think it looks like someone else is in the class. Is it Selma? Selma? Is there a Selma here?
Yes, teacher.
Hi,
Sorry for being
Selma.
late.
How are you?
Hello, teacher.
Okay,
I'm alright. Thanks for asking.
for being late, you get to, the teachers wrap your hands 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for being late.
Okay.
So, welcome to class. I'm going to give you something very quick to read so that I can hear your voice and assess where you are with reading. And so, Selma, I'm going to give you, what was the last number I start with? 5? 5. So, Selma, I'm going to have you quickly read. No, that's not where you would read. You will read right. Oh, must be 6. Selma, could you read here for me? SELMA. If I don't put your number down, you are number 6. So sometimes I may not have time to type out your name. So you're number 6.
Mhm.
Can you just read this part for me? Charles is making dinner.
Alright. Charles is making dinner. We start with a salad and then have spaghetti and meatballs with garlic bread for the main course. For dessert, he's making his famous apple pie with vanilla ice cream. His wife is excited because she doesn't have to cook tonight. She's helping him make a list for the supermarket.
Okay, great. Thank you for that. Do you have questions about anything that you read, Selma?
Luckily, no, everything's clear.
Okay, can you summarize it for me? Can you summarize what you read?
There is someone whose name is Charles. He was making his own dinner,
Mm-hmm.
and the main meal was spaghetti and meatballs.
Mhm.
And for dessert, he made an apple pie with vanilla ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
While his wife was very excited because he's cooking for her.
Right. Okay. Very good. Very good. Thank you. And very nice reading as well. All right. So now I'm going to go back up. Rafa, these questions are directed to you. Julio, you'll know which ones are yours. Roxana, Vincenzo, Rosario, and Selma. Okay, here we go. Rafa, what is Charles looking into?
Charles is looking into the fridge, trying to find out some vegetables and some meals to do his dinner.
Okay, and I want your responses to be about 5 seconds or 3 seconds in length. So What is Charles looking in the refrigerator for? He's looking for whatever you want to tell me. Does Charles need to go to the supermarket today?
No, he didn't go. He didn't go.
Does Charles need to go to the supermarket today? Does Charles need to go to the supermarket today?
No, Charles didn't need. Don't. Oh, sorry. Charles
Charles does need to go to the supermarket today. Charles, he does. Yes, he does. Charles has to go to the supermarket today.
Yeah.
Charles has to go to the super. Are you able to see the screen?
No.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Yes, Charles does need to go to the supermarket today. Charles need to go to the supermarket.
Does need to go to the supermarket today.
Okay, so you see here, Charles does need to go to the supermarket today. All right. Did Charles make a shopping list?
Yes, Charles is doing a shopping list today.
Fantastic. Julio, what are a few things that are in his refrigerator?
There are some noodles, eggs, apples, some milk, a little milk.
And what does he have the most of? What does he have the most of?
He has plenty of onions and tomatoes.
Fantastic. Roxana, who's making dinner tonight?
Charles is making dinner tonight.
And what is his famous dish?
His famous dish is apple pie.
And why does he put coconut butter on top of his apple pie?
He's put vanilla ice cream.
Okay, so he does not put coconut butter on his apple pie. He puts vanilla ice cream. Okay, very good. What's another, Vincenzo, what's another word for refrigerator? Vincenzo, are you with us? Unmute your microphone. Unmute your microphone.
Go ahead.
What is another word for refrigerator?
Yes, another word is fridge.
The word is fridge.
Fridge.
And
yes.
what is one reason people might make a list?
Yes, generally because it's more more useful to make a list because you can't forget what we are going to buy.
Has that ever happened to you?
Yes. I think it's better to make a list.
Okay.
You can forget.
Okay. But now here was the question. I asked, have you ever made a list? And you said yes. And
yes,
and then when I'm just giving you something to think about, when you say you can only respond, you can say I. It is better if I. You say sometimes when you, so you're telling me what I should do. So I'm only asking about you. I'm just wanting you to think about what you're saying. You're my special student, so I'm going to take a little more time with you.
No, don't make me feel so important, teacher. Yes,
but you are. But you are.
Oh, okay. So you want me to use the pronoun I instead of you? No.
Yes. In this case, you would be incorrect because you said when you make a list, but the question was, do you make a list?
Do you? Okay. Do you want to know exactly about me?
Yes.
Yes. I answered in general. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Sometimes I make a list. Yes. Not every.
And then I want your response to be 5 seconds or less. Vincenzo, do you make a list when you go shopping?
Sometimes I make a list. Yes.
Great. Okay. And that is your response. Do you sometimes make a list, Vincenzo, when you go shopping?
Yes, sometimes, yes.
Yay! Okay. When you answer me twice, you give me a double, and it makes it a no. So just give it to me once. Vincenzo, do you make a shopping list sometimes? Yes, I do.
Yes, I do.
Yay! There you go. Yes, I do.
Yes, I do. Yeah. You like this answer? Yes, I do. Yes.
Yes, I do. All right. So here we go.
Okay.
Rosario?
Yes?
Is there any milk in the refrigerator?
Just a little bit.
There's a little bit. What about gin? Is there any alcohol in the refrigerator?
No.
We don't know. It didn't say. It could have
Wait,
some.
it could have some, yeah. But
But
it
but
sounds
we don't
like
know.
he did a description of what he had inside the refrigerator,
Oh,
and
that's true. You're right. Good. Good for you. Good for you. And so he has 5 bags of apples. Is that correct?
no, he has a few apples, a few eggs, and he's plenty of onion, and he has plenty of tomatoes,
Okay. Good.
and
That's good.
he
That's
doesn't
good. That's good.
and he doesn't have any garlic or what it was, a lettuce.
Okay. All right, Selma. Why is Charles' wife making dinner?
Because
Why is
can
Charles
ask.
why
Uh-huh.
is Charles' wife making dinner? Why is Charles'
Now
wife
I guess now Charles' wife is not making dinner.
good? Charles' wife is not making dinner. Who is making dinner?
He's Charles himself.
Charles himself. Charles is making dinner. Now, when you say Charles himself,
Uh-huh.
it's okay, but you know, if you say Charles, I know Charles is himself. So Charles is making dinner. Who's making dinner, Selma?
Charles is making dinner.
Fantastic. And is he going to have potatoes with his salad?
No, he's not.
What
He's
is
not
he
going
having?
to
What is he having with his salad?
have. He has nothing in his salad. Just a salad.
No, what is he having besides salad then?
Besides that. Okay. He's having spaghetti meatballs with garlic bread.
And why is his wife upset with him?
No, she's excited.
Very good. Awesome. So everybody knows this story. All right, we're moving on. Let's say stop. Everyone has read. And we may come back to reading, but I'm not sure. Let's see, scroll down. I'm looking for my dialogue now. All right, we have a number 2 and a 1. Selma, would you be number 1? And Rosario, you will be number 2. You may
Okay.
read the entire thing. I forgot.
Okay. Number 2. I am number 2.
Okay.
So I start reading, I guess.
Yes, please.
Okay, honey. What do I need to buy?
Well, do we have enough noodles?
We have some noodles, but not enough.
How about tomato sauce?
I don't see any tomato sauce.
Are there any onions?
Yes, we have a lot of onions.
Do we need any tomatoes or garlic?
There are a lot of tomatoes, but there isn't any garlic.
Are you making a salad?
Yes, I am, but there isn't any lettuce.
Are there any apples for the pie?
There are a few apples. Maybe I'll buy a couple more.
Did you look in the freezer for ice cream?
There isn't any vanilla ice cream, but there is some chocolate ice cream.
You should get vanilla ice cream. It goes best with apple pie.
So I need some noodles. I can have tomato sauce, some garlic, a head of lettuce, and a few apples. Is that everything?
Don't forget bread and ice cream.
That's right. A carton of vanilla ice cream and a loaf of bread.
One more thing. Don't forget your list.
Thanks for reminding me. Bye. Special treatment for Vincenzo.
Why special treatment?
Oh, because you're my model student. Okay, Vincenzo, you will be number 2. Roxana, you're number 1.
Yeah, okay. Hey, honey, what do you need to buy?
Well, do we have enough noodles?
We have some noodles, but not enough.
How about tomato sauce?
I don't see any tomato sauce.
Are there any onion?
Yes, we have a lot of onions.
Do we need any tomatoes or garlic?
There are a lot of tomatoes, but there isn't any garlic.
Are you making a salad?
Yes, I am, but there isn't any lettuce.
Are there any apples for the pie?
There are a few apples. Maybe I'll buy a couple more.
Did you look in the freezer for ice cream?
There isn't any vanilla, but there is some chocolate ice cream.
You should get vanilla ice cream. It goes best with apple pie.
So I need some noodles, a can of tomato sauce, some garlic, a head of lettuce, and a few apples. Is that everything?
Don't forget bread and ice cream.
That's right, a carton of vanilla ice cream and a loaf of bread.
One more thing. Don't forget your list.
Thanks for reminding me. Bye.
Okay, nice job. And finally, we'll have Rafa and Julio. Rafa will be number 1. Julio, you'll be number 2. You don't have to say okay, honey. You can just. All right, go. You're ready. You may start. Okay. Julio is number 2.
Yeah.
You can say, okay, buddy.
Sorry. Okay, buddy. What do I need to buy?
Well, do we have enough noodles?
We have some noodles, but not enough.
How about tomato sauce?
I don't see any tomato sauce.
Are there any onions?
Yes, we have a lot of onions.
Do we need any tomatoes or garlic?
There are a lot of tomatoes, but there isn't any garlic.
Are you making a salad?
Yes, I am, but there isn't any lettuce.
Number 1, are there any
Are
apples?
there any apples for the pie?
There are a few apples. Maybe I'll buy a couple more.
Did you look in the freezer for ice cream?
There isn't any vanilla, but there is some chocolate ice cream.
You should get vanilla ice cream. It goes best with apple pie. Oh.
So, I need some noodles, a can of tomato sauce, some garlic, a head of lettuce, and a few apples. Is that everything?
Don't forget bread and ice cream.
That's right. A carton of vanilla ice cream and a loaf of bread.
One more thing. Don't forget your list.
Thanks for reminding me. Bye.
Okay, I'm coming back. You all did a phenomenal job in reading the dialogue. I want to point out when you're doing the dialogues are there to serve as a guide. In most cases, I will not expect you to read it word for word because I want it to sound as if you're actually having a conversation. That is the purpose of the dialogues, because you want to start practicing as people speak. When I'm speaking, I hope it doesn't appear as if I'm reading because I'm not. So when you're having a dialogue, I want you to speak as if you're not reading. And I will try. And Julio, I want you to dialogue with me. We will not complete the entire thing, but I want you to do it as if you are not reading. Well, we won't be reading because I won't put it up. Hi, honey. Are you going to the store? Julio?
Yes, yeah, I'm going to the store.
What are you going to get?
I'm not sure. I need to look in the refrigerator.
What would you like to cook?
I want to cook some noodles and maybe a salad.
Ooh, do we have any garlic bread?
I don't think we have any.
Okay. What about tomatoes?
We have plenty of tomatoes, but
Okay,
we
so
don't have
we
any garlic anyway.
okay. Well, I think if you make your list, you'll know exactly what to get from the store. Okay?
Mm.
Yeah, that would be great. Can you help me out with this?
Okay. We'll talk about that once I find out how much money we have in the bank. Okay?
No problem.
Okay. So when you're reading your dialogues, I want you to use these dialogues as a guide. And I'm telling you, as I go through these lessons,
Yeah, I
I'll
got
take
$2.
I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. As we go through as we go through these dialogues, I change my lessons up to accommodate where I see we can better benefit from the lesson. So I will moderate. I'll moderate that lesson, change it a little bit for the next time that I do it, and I will not give a complete sentence because I don't want a complete sentence to be read, because those are not your words. I want you to find the words to say, especially since you know the story. All right? Any questions so far?
No.
All right.
No further questions.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to put you all in the hot seat.
You have a lot of expression, teacher, but I don't think it's very difficult now for us. Yeah.
Well, I would imagine I'm going to put you in the hot seat first, Vincenzo. What do you think being in the hot seat means now when I say I'm going to put you in the hot seat first? What do you think it means? I'm going to put you, Vincenzo, in the hot seat by calling on you first. What do you think I mean?
I mean that in a difficult situation, in order to speak something that is very difficult for me, I don't know. I think in this way.
All right, now.
No, something that is very uncomfortable.
That is correct. That is what being in the hot seat will be. You will be uncomfortable. However,
yes.
However, at the end of being in this hot seat, once you understand how to respond, you're no longer in the hot seat. And after you've answered the question, I'm going to let you call on someone and put them in the hot seat, because I don't want Julio to think that we're just shooting the breeze. All right. So, are you ready, Vincenzo? I'm going to share my screen. I think you should be able to see my screen now. You have number 1. You know what? I found this out after and I probably should have known it, but I think I can do this. I can. So, how many do we have? Well, Vincenzo, you are now in the hot seat. Here is your question. I want you to give me a good sentence. I want you to talk no longer than 30 seconds. And then I want you to call on someone else. I will let you know when your time is up. I'm going to ask you the entire questions for number 1 because that's what I want to choose. And I will tell you when your 30 seconds is up. When your 30 seconds is up, I want you to call on someone else that is in this forum and ask them to take the question. I want you to read the question. So you might say, what color is, it should be your. You could say, what color is your refrigerator? Or whatever you want them to answer, and I'll watch the time for them, and then that person that you called on will call on someone else. Do you understand?
So the first question is that you. It's a question that you make to me.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Okay. And so, okay, Vincenzo, do you like to cook? And if you do, are you a good cook?
Yes, yes, I do, and I like to cook something very simple because I can cook some meat in a pan, but I'm not. I don't cook something very complicated. Yes, I can put something in the oven. I can cook.
5 seconds.
Yeah, I don't know. Yes,
okay.
A pie.
Great. Well, what I understood you to say is that you can cook. You can put something in the oven, but you didn't convince me because you didn't tell me one thing that you could cook. But that's okay. All right. And I did not ask you. I just asked you, did you like to cook? Okay, call on someone else.
Oh, okay.
What number would read the question that you're going to ask them first?
I want to ask to Rosario, what is something that you always keep in your refrigerator?
What number
Rosario.
is what number is it?
Number 3. What is something that you always keep in your refrigerator, Rosario?
Well, definitely, I always keep water in my refrigerator, even in wintertime. That's for sure.
It's very simple.
You got 30 seconds. You've got 10 seconds more. The goal, Rosario, is to continue.
Okay.
You have to continue.
And beside the water, I always keep
Your
fruit.
time's up. Your time's up. Okay, call on someone else now, Rosario.
All right, I will call on Roxana.
And what number?
Okay.
What number?
Number. Do you often eat bread? Number 5.
No, I eat bread very rare because I don't like it very much. And sometimes I have some sandwiches with cheese maybe and butter, but not very often.
10 seconds.
And this for salmon.
Okay, that's it. Call on someone else now. Call on someone else.
Salmon.
Okay, what number are you going to give her?
How often do you go to the supermarket?
Well, honestly, I go almost every day to the supermarket. I like being in the supermarket. I like buying things, especially if they are fresh and they are exported from countries that like France or Switzerland. I like Switzerland
5
chocolate.
seconds. 5 seconds.
Uh,
Okay, time's up. Who would you like to call on?
well, I'd like to call on
Okay, we've
Julio.
got Selma. Okay, Julio.
What kind of food do you keep in the freezer?
What number? Oh, number 11.
Number 11. Mm-hmm.
Usually keep some frozen meat and a lot of ice for my drinks. And that's pretty much all that I keep in the freezer. But I keep plenty of stuff in the fridge, like milk and all my dairy products go to the fridge. Um, I don't know, should I call on someone?
5 seconds.
And
Okay, your time's up. Okay, I think Rafa is left. I think Rafa's the only one that's left. Okay, what number?
9. Rafa, do you ever make a shopping list, and why?
Yes, I try to make a shopping list almost always, but many times, even though the list I forget many times.
15 seconds.
Yeah, and 15.
10 seconds. 5 seconds.
Time is up.
Yeah.
Time is up. Okay, so there again, we're practicing our ability to speak very quickly. We're practicing and trying to force our brains to not totally forget your language. Your native language is important, but because you want to learn to engage in easily speaking conversational English, you have to train your mind to be quiet with your native language. Now you're going to see our final activity before final words. You're going to see an activity, and I want each of you to take maybe 30 seconds, look at the picture, and try to come up with a scenario based upon the story that we read today. I'll show you what I mean. All right. So we're talking 30 seconds only, or thereabout. All right, this will be Priscilla. This will be Rafa. This will be 1. So don't forget your number. This is 2. This is 3, 4, 5, and 6.
You have a link for this kind of actions, teacher.
I'm sorry?
You have a link for this kind of actions. A link of the document? No. To remember these actions.
I think it's in the... No. Well, I don't know. No, it's just off the top of my head. The reason it's off the top of my head is because it's off the top of my head. Where am I?
The top of your head?
It's off the top of my head. Okay, I have to go find my head. It's off the top of my head. I don't have a... See, my classes are not structured classes. It's not a class. It's a skill building. So a lot of things I do, it's off the top of my head. I look at what the students are doing, and I try to be a little more creative. Now, I have something, but this one is off the top of my head. Another time I may say, I want you to actually talk about animals eating food, just about animals. What would an animal say? So today we're talking about this lesson. All right, I'm going back to screen share.
You don't like to have something written.
Well, I mean, the lesson is the lesson is there for you to download if you like. Or you can always email me or write to me or whatever.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Look at the image below and create your own story about cooking. So I'm going to do it first. Grate, grill, layer. You won't have to read them all because we don't have that much time, and I've got a class starting. Okay. I took a pinch of salt and poured it into my salad, and my wife said it was good. And she ate a slice of bread, and I stirred the salad, and then I tasted the salad, and I said, it is fabulous. Okay, number 1, go. Who was number 1? Go. You got 30 seconds or less. 15 seconds, go. Rafa, you're number 1. Your time is going.
Yeah. I put a piece of meat on the grill, and I pinch a piece of salt, and slice the bread and spread it with a little butter.
Okay, thank you. Julio, next. Julio, you got 15 seconds, not 30. 15 seconds, Julio. Your time is starting now.
I melt a chunk of ice on the bonfire, and I grilled a squirrel that I killed. It's hard to survive in the wild.
Number 3, Roxana. 30 seconds starting now.
I'm going to do some pie, and I grate some chocolate and layers the.
Okay, thank you, Roxana. Vincenzo, 15 seconds. 15 seconds.
Yes. I get some eggs, I scramble them, and I put them in a pan, and I serve them.
Okay, good. Rosario. Oh, Rosario.
I cooked some pasta and with tomato sauce, and then I grate some Parmesan cheese on top of it.
Okay, great. And Selma.
I melt the ice in the cocktail, and I scrambled the yogurt, and I put them all together in the glass, and then I tasted.
Okay, thank you.
And it was.
Okay, that's it. That's it. So that is the end of what I have prepared for us today. And now we are at the top of the hour. I do have a class coming up. I have 4 consecutive classes following this one. So if you want to catch some of those classes, they will be there for you. Final word, Rafa, final words for today? Anything that you want to tell me about the lesson?
Thank you.
Okay. Julio, final words? Okay, Roxana, final words?
It was very interesting lessons and very useful, I think, because of it's about shopping and about eating.
And being appreciated by our husbands or the men in our lives. Vincenzo,
Thank you.
thank you.
Yes.
Final words.
Yes, and it's always always a very interesting lesson. Yes, because in order to improve fluency, I think that going on, it could be better, no? Could be in order to improve our fluency.
Okay, thank
Yes,
you,
yes,
Rosario.
I like
Rosario,
your
thank
lesson.
you. Thank you, Vincenzo. Rosario.
Well,
Yeah.
this was my first lesson with you, and I
Yes.
see you're a really passionate teacher, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna keep following you and
Okay.
other lessons for sure.
Thank you. I appreciate
Nice
it.
lesson.
Thank you. And Selma, final words. I'm looking at the clock because I know that my next class starts at the top of the hour. Selma, final words, please.
Awesome lesson and productive teacher. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. I want to say thank you all for attending my session today. My participation from students is growing, and that makes me feel, yay! I'm so excited about that. So I look forward to getting up in the morning to teach, like I asked you all to get up and
Yes.
say, I'm going to start
Yes.
speaking English. All right, I got to run.
It's what you deserve, teacher.
Okay, I got to run. Have a nice day, and I hope to catch you on the
Okay.
fly.
You too.
Okay,
Bye.
thank you, teacher.
Okay.
See you next time.